Hello, people. Welcome to the Michael Talks Football channel. If you're watching this on replay, remember to hit the like button. If you guys are watching this on the live stream, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Get involved with the chat as we predict AFCON Matchday 2. Guys, there's been 12 games, and there's been an average of 1 goal per game. At least we're keeping it consistent in the AFCON this time around. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But I have my guest. I sent him the link very, very late. We had about 4 minutes until the stream, and I was like, oh, God, I forgot to send the link. But thankfully, he is here. Doug, how are you doing?
Believe it or not, I was actually outside, and I thought, oh, shit. I looked at the time. I was basically putting the rubbish out, and I basically saw the time. I was like, oh, shit, I need to sprint back upstairs. So the fact that you forgot to send me the link actually makes me laugh. But thank you very much for having me. And, yeah, AFCON has started slowly, but there has been goals, drama, controversy, referee mistakes. My goodness me, it's had it all.
It has had it all. Yeah, guys, before we get into the predictions, we got to talk about what happened today, because I want to get Doug's thoughts on what happened in the Mali versus Tunisia. So, guys, here's a little bit of a review what happened, right? So, VAR awards Tunisia a penalty. It was a correct decision. Gineppo handballed. Okay. Kaziri stepped up. He missed the penalty. Monkuro saved a very good penalty. Then the referee, he blows the whistle in the 85th minute. Restarts the play. He realized, oh, shit, there's 5 minutes to go in the 90 minutes. All right, let's go. Let's keep on playing. Let's see what happens here. Then there's straight red card for El Bilal Toure. And let me just tell you guys, if you haven't seen the red card, it literally is a yellow card. Terrible. He went to the screen because VAR told him, hey, go look at it again because it's not a red card. He looked at it and he said, nah, let's just keep playing. I got a couple more minutes until I'm gone out of here. All right, we get to the 89th minute and he blows the full-time whistle. 89 minutes and 30 seconds played. I have never seen this in my life, watching football for more than God knows how long, since I've been in diapers. I have never seen a situation like this. Doug, what's your thoughts on this crazy situation that we saw where they needed security guards to protect the referee?
I have never seen anything like what I've just seen. I mean, look, I'll be truthful. I actually missed this game. I've actually been out and actually spending it with obviously my fiance and my parents as well. But I heard about it when I was on the way home, and I was just looking in disbelief. I was like, what? Did that actually happen? And then actually watch the highlights. My goodness, mate, how you can get a mistake, 2 mistakes blowing up early, 2 mistakes, just crazy bad. And the fact that he'd blown 20 seconds before the full time whistle is ridiculous. But I mean, you called Mali at the start of the tournament to win it. They look pretty impressive.
Yep, they looked very good in the first half, at least. Then they got the goal, and then they kind of sat back and defended. But the whole Mali performance is going to be overshadowed by some just I don't even know what to say. It's just abysmal refereeing at best, guys. It's just crazy. But big up to everybody. El Clasico is insane. 4 goals. I was watching the El Clasico. It's in extra time right now. I'm missing it. But my God, what a game of football. If you're watching Chelsea versus Spurs, I don't know what you're doing because you need to be watching El Clasico at this moment. Ivory Coast got the win. Yes, we know. Cameroon to win 2 out of 2. Thank you for tuning in, Patrick. Senegal to beat, I think you mean Guinea, not Ghana. That intro, thank you very much, AD. Zaha was so close to making it 2-0. Yes, he had a quite good performance starting on the bench. El Clasico 2-2. I need goals. Africa, we all need goals. There's one goal per game. Egypt can turn it around after the Nigeria loss. Yes, they can. Definitely. Big up, Mike. I didn't watch any AFCON and any of your content because I've been pretty busy with college. Well, education is number one, guys. Education is definitely number one. What's up, guys? What is up? Ilias Mike, I have never watched AFCON, but I see the highlights. Well, very good that you watch the highlights. A full-time whistle should not be blown early. Well, I think we all know that. The fact that it was Doug, there should have been at least maybe, I would say, 6 minutes of added time as well. Yeah. That's even more. 6 minutes of added time. 3-2 Real. All right, guys. You guys keeping me up. Someone should buy that Adama Traore guy. Yes, the one he was very good today. Inter won, Juve won, and Chelsea winning. Well, of course, it's Spurs. What do we expect? But let's now get to the predictions because that's what we're here for. After just talking about controversy and getting through all the chat, but. Let's start off with let's look at the group so far. So obviously this is Group A. Cameroon, the only side to score more than 1 goal in this tournament. Well, thanks to 2 penalties, of course. Then you have Cape Verde, who are in second, Burkina Faso in third, and Ethiopia are in fourth. But, every team is on -1 goal or +1 goal difference. First matchup we have, Doug is doing a watch along for this tomorrow, guys. So go check it out on Doug's channel. And there's obviously a link to his channel in the description down below. We have Cameroon taking on Ethiopia. What's your prediction for this one, Doug?
I feel like expect a Cameroon win in this one. Took the time to get going against Burkina Faso. Thought Burkina Faso, how their player didn't get a red card in the first 20 seconds, I'll never know. Because I was obviously watching that game. I was watching your watch along for the first game. My goodness me, how high do you have to be to get a red card? It was right in his midriff. But Cameroon managed, Vincent Abubakar is very, very impressive for me. And we talked in the first show that we did together, and I think we both mentioned him to be a bit of a force as well. I can only see a Cameroon winning this one. Ethiopia, I think they're a bit hard done by the sending off that they were given. People say it's maybe a yellow at best, but actually, I still think it was a red because it was denying a clear goal scoring opportunity. I think Cameroon will have too much, and I'm actually going to go for Vincent Abubakar hat-trick. Get your teeth in, Douglas. 3-0 to Cameroon for me.
Ooh, Vincent Abubakar hat-trick. You're not going with Choupo-Moting scoring goals?
No, I'm going to go for Abubakar.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Ethiopia weren't too bad in their first game. I thought they were just very hard done by the red card. It was a clear red card, but they were just hard done by because maybe they could have gotten something from the game. But I think Cameroon just have too much quality. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win. I just don't know if there's going to be goals. It's just so hard to predict in this AFCON. You just don't know where the goals are going to come from. So I think it's going to be a comfortable 2-0 win for Cameroon. I'll go with a combi to get the goals. Let's see what everybody is predicting. Sammy's going 3-1 Cameroon, 2-0 Cameroon, 4-0 Cameroon, 3-0 Cameroon. Well, I hope we all get the goals. Blows the whistle at 85 minutes. I know Choupo will destroy everyone in this group. And hello, guys. Hello, Ali Reza. How you doing? And Harry Kane scored. Well, actually, he did something for once, Harry Kane. All right, next game we have Cape Verde versus Burkina Faso. This is a big game for both teams. If Cape Verde can get a win here, they have definitely solidified one of the top 2 spots. But if Burkina Faso get a win here, they're in the running then to get a second spot, especially when they play Ethiopia on the final match day. So what's your prediction for this one, Doug?
This is a very interesting game. Cape Verde played well against Ethiopia. Didn't really weren't really threatening, but they managed to get the very, very early goal, and that killed the game off, didn't it? I was very impressed with Burkina Faso. Apart from obviously their slight rashness into challenges, and obviously the two penalties, I think Burkina Faso are going to win this. I think I said Burkina Faso to finish second behind Cameroon. I'm sticking by that. I'm going to go for a narrow win here. I'm going to go 2-1 to Burkina Faso.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Cape Verde, even though they played against 10 man, they didn't look the greatest. They're lacking quality up front. I mean, Julio Tavares, he is a very physical striker. I just don't know if they have enough quality. And Burkina Faso, obviously, they had some COVID cases. I think they're going to come back, like Edmund Tapsoba, of course, the Bayer Leverkusen, who didn't play last game. You obviously know because you cover some Bundesliga. So that might help them a little bit to keep a clean sheet. I think it's going to be a 1-0 victory for Burkina Faso. Let's just go with every game so far. I think it's going to be 1-0 Burkina Faso. I just might as well just go with the trend, really. So Patrick is going 2-1 Burkina Faso, 2-1 Burkina Faso Sammy, 2-1 Burkina Faso Sebastian, 1-0 Cape Verde victory George. Okay, I like it. NA is going, Cape Verde is going to upset Burkina Faso. I mean, they can. And guys, this is a good stat for you. Cape Verde have scored now in 9 straight competitive games. So they can score. They can score. It is a 2-2 between Cape Verde and Burkina Faso. Let's hope for some goals. Pierre is going 3-1 to Burkina Faso. And Chelsea versus Arsenal or Liverpool in Carabao Cup final. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know when Liverpool are going to play that second leg, but that will be something we'll find out in the future. Group B then. So just like every other group, Guinea +1, 1-0 win. They got 3 points. Senegal +1, 1-0 victory. And Malawi and Zimbabwe kind of hard done by because they actually had pretty decent performances. But the first game in Group B, Doug is also doing a watch along for this guy. So go check it out. I'll be watching it at work. I'll be interacting with Doug and watching the game. We have Senegal taking on Guinea. Obviously, 2 Liverpool guys. Sadio Mane taking on Naby Keita. Tough one to call, because Senegal didn't look so impressive. We know they had the COVID cases. Guys, I should reiterate this, that we don't know which players are going to play and what COVID cases are going to happen. It's just so unpredictable. We don't know if the referee is going to blow the whistle early. We don't know what's going to happen. So tough one to call. Who do you think, who's going to win this one, or is it going to be a draw?
Oh, I mean, if I'm being honest, Senegal really disappointed me. I did not think Senegal were great. I mean, a couple of opportunities. Mane had an opportunity, fluffed it. It went straight to the goalkeeper. Idrissa Gana Gueye, if he had his boots on, shooting boots on, he would obviously poke that past the goalkeeper. But I have to say, I thought Zimbabwe were very unfortunate to not get a draw. Good on Mane to obviously score the penalty, but Senegal have to definitely improve for sure. Guinea, I have to say, I thought Malawi were the better team against Guinea. Don't know about you, but I thought Malawi were the much better side. And I think Malawi were very unfortunate to come away with 0 points in that game. So, this is a tough one. This is a very, very tough one. I'm going to go 1-0 Senegal. I think it'll be a tight game, and I just think it'll be a 1-0 win.
Yeah, I mean, I really have not been impressed by Guinea World Cup qualifiers. I don't think they really deserve the win over Malawi either, because you said Malawi actually played decent, and I agree, considering Malawi had a lot of players out with COVID. So they didn't look good in the first game, Senegal. They need to come bouncing back with the performance. But, I mean, not a lot of teams haven't looked good in this AFCON, so it's hard to say, really. It is hard to say, to be honest. There isn't really a clear-cut favorite at this moment. Maybe you could say Nigeria, but we'll get on to them. So I think there's going to be goals in this game. I think both teams are going to go for the win. Maybe Guinea will be a bit more defensive. So I'm going to go Senegal winning this game 3-1. I think they're going to get the goals. I think Sadio will score 2 goals. And then I think, let's say Keita Balda, who didn't have his shooting boots on either, will get a goal. So Sammy, here we go. Let's hope for some goals this time around. 1-0 is getting born. Well, I mean, trust me. It's brutal watching the games. Senegal 1-0, Senegal 2-1. Senegal 2-1, Senegal 2-1, Senegal 2-0, Senegal 2-1. And Smith, thank you for tuning in. Senegal 2-0. Senegal did not look good in their first match. Yeah, we agree with that. And Victor George is going with a 0-0 draw. And then the next game, this is an absolute must-win for both teams. An absolute must-win because they got tough games in their final matches. So we got Malawi taking on Zimbabwe. Tough one to call. I think both teams did look very impressive in their first game. Even though they didn't win, they probably deserved a draw from the both teams. So Who do you got for this one? This is, I think, one of the harder ones to call.
I agree. um, Firstly, Malawi, how they didn't get anything out of Guinea, I'll never know. Again, they didn't have their shooting boots on. They did not have their shooting boots on. Now, had the one-on-one chance. Was it Chester that had the one-on-one opportunity, and he fluffed his lines. And he put it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Oh, I like what I saw from Malawi against Guinea. I thought Zimbabwe were pretty good against Senegal. Unlucky. I think they had the ball in the back of the net. Actually, no, that was the Algeria City Leone game. I'm getting mixed up. Anyway, but I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I think there will be goals in this game. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think there are going to be goals in this game. I think this is going to be a draw. I'm going to go Desmond 2-2.
Oh, okay, 2-2. Yeah, see, I'm thinking there's going to be goals in this game because both teams have got to win this, I think. So I think Zimbabwe, they didn't start one of their star players, Tony Kadewere, obviously of Olympic Lyon in the last game. I don't know why. He'll probably start this game. I think he's going to get some goals, bring some energy to the front line. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win for Zimbabwe. I think they had a pretty solid defense, I thought. And they looked pretty dangerous on the counterattack. So did Malawi. But I think Zimbabwe are going to edge it out and get a 2-1 win. And then, Zimbabwe versus Guinea in the last match day is going to be very, very vital. So Malawi, Zimbabwe 1-0 to Zimbabwe. This is a typical 0-0. Zimbabwe have to take this. Both teams have to take this one. And Pierre is going Zimbabwe 2-1. There will be a winner, no draw. I agree. I just don't see how both teams can draw this game. They cannot. Hi, Adi. How are you doing? And Zimbabwe to win 1-0. Remember, guys, to hit the like button if you haven't already. And then we move on to Group C, where Gabon are in front, but that's because alphabetical order, of course. And then Morocco comes in next. Comoros alongside Ghana, and goddamn Ghana were terrible. But first game we have, it is Morocco taking on Comoros. Morocco, they weren't impressive, I thought. Yes, they had a lot of possession of the ball, but they didn't really create any clear-cut chances. They had some players out with COVID as well. Comoros, you know what? Even though they were debutants, they didn't look out of place whatsoever. They dominated the game. They just couldn't create clear-cut chances to get the goal against Gabon. I think the favorites are definitely Morocco. Do you go with them winning this game?
Yeah, I do, unfortunately. I think, as you said, Morocco weren't too great against Ghana. But then again, Ghana weren't great either. It was a very, very scrappy game, I thought. But obviously, Bissau getting the winner. It's a very, very good goal as well. Good turn as well. Comoros, I didn't think they didn't, as you say, they didn't look out of place in this AFCON so far. But you have to fancy Morocco here, surely. 2-0 Morocco. 2-0.
Yep, I think it's going to be 2-0. I think it's a simple win for Morocco. They continue their good run, get into Gabon. They're top of the group, and they'll, I think, top this group at this point. If somehow Comoros wins this game and Ghana win, oh my God, this is going to turn into an insane group. Morocco 2-0, Morocco 3-0, Morocco 1-0, Morocco 3-0. It's going to be easy for them, and Morocco 2-0. All right, the next game. This is a vital one for Ghana. This is an absolute vital one. It is Ghana taking on Gabon. Gabon, yes, they didn't have Aubameyang and Lamina. I have no clue if they're going to play, guys. Doug probably doesn't know either. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think even Aubameyang wants to play anymore, to be honest, just with his attitude. Then we're going to take on Ghana, who were, just dreadful. Just dreadful. I don't know what to say about Ghana. It has to improve, because if it doesn't, they're blooming for a round of 16 exit with the performance that they had. They got to come back with a response. What do you think, Doug? Are they Ghana going to make a bounce back, or can Gabon maybe pull off a little bit of an upset or get a draw?
Well, we don't know if Aubameyang will be ready for this game or not. Like, I don't obviously know what the protocol.
Doug. Okay, so Elias said Alba is back in training. I saw a pic. Okay, so he's going to play. It looks like.
So he's back in training, and he should play. By the way, I think we've probably seen one of the goals of the tournament so far. Bupenza, what a strike! From it was like an impossible angle. He managed to get in. It was just an impossible goal, but he obviously managed to get it. Ghana were just not impressive at all. So poor. Never looked like scoring. I mean, there was one free kick from Partey which went miles over the bar. I mean, Gabon. To be fair, they managed to get the win without being really, really good. Very, very solid, I would have to say. But I'm gonna shake this group up. I think Ghana will win this. I'm gonna go Ghana 1-0.
Yeah, if Ghana don't win this game, they're just doomed. I don't. They're not
Yeah.
doomed of getting out of this group because I think they will beat Comoros in the final match day. But I mean, they're just looming to get that round of 16 exit. If they don't win this game, it has to be a response after that just dreadful performance. So even though Gabon, they did look solidly defensively, I think they'll concede. So I think it's going to be 2-1 Ghana. I think Ghana going to bounce back here with a performance because if they don't give a performance, all the fans are going to be pissed off. So 2-2, 1-1, 2-1 Ghana. All right. We got a little bit of a mix up here. We got 1-0 Ghana, one of the Ayew brothers. They were dreadful. I mean, Jordan Ayew was terrible. You could put, I think it was Ricky Lambert up top, to be honest, for Ghana. That's how bad he was. He was terrible. He was so bad. 2-1 Ghana. And about
I never thought I'd heard Ricky Lambert to do an Africa Cup of Nations.
Honestly, like Jordan Ayew, I don't know. Like did he look like a Premier League striker to you?
Nope.
No, exactly.
The thing is, the Jordan Ayew, he's like a Firmino. He's a very, very hard worker. Doesn't usually get you the goals, but I tell you something. As you say, the Ayew brothers were dreadful against Morocco. Never looked like scoring, and I think Andre got booked as well. So add insult to injury, but Ghana just need a response. So yeah, I'm just going to sneak Ghana to get the win and sort of open the group up a little bit.
Yep, hopefully. And 1-1 draw, 2-2 from Victory George. Ghana to win 1-0. Haha, that's cruel, bro. It's only one game. Jordan Ayew has had a better career than Ricky Lambert. We can all agree on that. But just for that game, he looked like Ricky Lambert. Adnan, thank you for tuning in. He says Ghana will get the 1-0 victory, and Ghana, I guess, 2-0 is what I think Patrick is saying there. All right, Group D. So a little bit of a mix-up. Great performance. I think Nigeria so far have been the best team so far based on their performance. I thought they were really, really good against Egypt. They're on top of the group. Guinea-Bissau, Sudan got the 0-0 draw. Both teams were a little bit cagey in that game. And then Egypt is at the bottom after their just putrid attack. Just long ball FC at its best from Egypt. I thought I was watching Burnley for a moment between Nigeria and Egypt. So first game we have, it is Nigeria taking on Sudan. I think Sudan, they got to go a little bit more attacking wise because they got to get some goals. If you got to win the game because you didn't beat Guinea-Bissau. So if you're Sudan, you got to win. Nigeria, they got to just elevate the performance more and more and more because now this side looks like they can win the AFCON, but you can't just give one good performance. You have to constantly get good and good and good. Kind of like Italy in the Euros, They looked so impressive in that first game and they just kept getting better and better and better. So this is what I want to see from Nigeria. I think you're going to go for a Nigerian win. So what will the scoreline be?
I was very impressed with Nigeria yesterday. Obviously doing the watch along. Obviously, I did come into your stream very, very early on. I think it was halftime actually. I just came in. I think a couple of my subscribers actually came in your stream as well, and then obviously you came in a little bit later as well. I think I had Victory George in at one point as well. So thank you for that. But Nigeria for me are the most impressive team of the tournament. I thought they were excellent. I think if they had their shooting boots on, that could have been 4 or 5-0 yesterday. They were so good. I've never seen Iheanacho in midfield. That's a new one to me, but I thought he actually played really well. I thought Aribo was excellent. Moses Simon down the left. You had Chuck Wheezy. Thought obviously Taiwo Awoniyi. I feel Liverpool should have given him a chance. I feel we should have given him a chance. Great striker. He's having a fantastic season for Union Berlin. I can only see this will go in one way, and I think this is going to be a big victory. And I'm going to go 4-0 Nigeria.
4-0. Oh, man, all the Super Eagles fans are just going to go crazy after that. If they get a 4-0 victory, they're going to all day just say they're going to win the AFCON. But I think Nigeria have got this. If they get back to earth and give a subpar performance, it's not going to look good. I want to see them elevate again and again. Eguafon, obviously, he got his tactics right. Let's just be honest here. Eguafon outmanaged Carlos Queiroz, and Carlos Queiroz is no joke of a manager. He's been a very experienced guy, and you could just tell that Truste Kong. I mean, and I know,
what
and
a
most people
performance.
know, he has been terrible for Watford. I mean, just absolutely dreadful. He pocketed Salah. He pocketed Salah in that game. I gotta give it to Truste Kong. I mean, a lot of people have been writing him off, but he had a really good game. I think it's only one-way traffic. Sudan, they just don't have the creative players to get a goal, so
No.
they just lacked creativity against Guinea-Bissau. They got into good positions, but just their decision-making isn't the greatest. So I think it's going to be a Nigerian win. I think it's going to be 2-0 for the Super Eagles, and their fans are going to go crazy once again. I can imagine that for sure. Solomon, how are you doing? Thank you very much for tuning in. Sammy is going 3-0 Nigeria, 3-0 Nigeria, 4-0 Nigeria. Nigeria always has the best kids. 2-0 Nigeria. Yes, of course. And Nigeria will score when Sudan push forward. Yeah, I think Sudan have to push forward. That's the thing. 3-0, 4-0, 3-0, 2-1, 2-1 Nigeria. Okay, he's giving the goal to Sudan and hope to see better from Chukwueze. Yeah, obviously, Chukwueze was probably the weakest player. He just didn't have the same impact as Moses Simon, because Moses Simon just tore. I mean, he just tore the right side of Egypt all day. Just all day. And then 3-1 for the Super Eagles. So everybody's going for a Nigeria win. So the next game, now this is a must-win for Egypt. They're taking on Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, they're no joke. They are a dangerous side. They did miss a penalty. They could have won the game against Sudan, of course. The Sudanese goalkeeper saved it. Egypt, I mean, I don't have any words, because there are no words to describe that performance that they had against Nigeria. I mean, they were shocking, and I really do respect Carlos Queiroz, but knowing him as a manager, he's just so defensive. And Egypt have so many of these quality attacking players, and they just looked like they were not in it whatsoever from the get-go. Do you think Egypt will bounce back in this game? Because now they have to win.
Yeah, I do think they'll bounce back, and they have to bounce back, because yesterday they were terrible. Trezeguet, Salah, Marmoush up front, like totally isolated. Like nothing was going to Salah. Like I think he had maybe one chance where he went past the goalkeeper, but apart from that, I think Nigeria defended them very, very well. I thought El Neni in midfield kept giving the ball away very, very sloppily. As well, and I can't remember who else. The Ghazi, I thought, was probably the best of of a bad bunch of Egypt. If I'm being honest, I didn't see the Sudan Guinea-Bissau, but I think, if I'm being honest, I don't know. We predicted 0-0, but it's probably one of the games that's probably going to finish 0-0. Unfortunately, Egypt have to win, and I think they will. I'm going to go 2-0 Egypt.
If Egypt don't win this game, oh my God, they're in serious trouble. They're already in serious trouble if they finish second in this group, because they're going to face the winner in the group between Algeria, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, and obviously Equatorial Guinea. So I think Egypt they're in a world of trouble at this point. And that performance, if it doesn't get better, the World Cup playoffs obviously coming in March. We're going to find out who their opponent is, and I think, what date is it today now? 10 days from time, we're going to find out the World Cup playoffs for CAF. So Guinea-Bissau are a dangerous side, though. They are a dangerous side. I think it's going to be a gritty 2-1 win for Egypt. And if I don't see Salah playing at the right wing, and if he plays striker again, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I understand. I understand. People ripping on Salah. If you didn't watch the game, you just saw Salah just standing alone. He was alone at the striker position. And I know, watching Liverpool week in and week out, look at how many times Moses Simon got into one-on-one situations down the left wing for Nigeria, for example. And then look at Salah. He had no opportunities down the right wing whatsoever. So it better be a bounce back, because if it isn't, a lot of questions are going to be asked about Carlos Queiroz. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win for Egypt, though, because if it ain't, they're in trouble. They are in trouble indeed. Pierre is going 1-1, hoping Egypt 1-0. Oh, wow. He's actually going for 1-1. Egypt to win 2-1. Okay, Matt's giving his old predictions. Malawi 2-1, Senegal 2-0. Sebastian, it's already 11:30. Me and Doug have agreed on this, so maybe for today, no, but thank you for asking. No worries about it. I think you respect me saying no. And Egypt to win 2-1 with 2 goals from the Egyptian king. Well, he better be the Egyptian king, because he wasn't the Egyptian king in that game. I got to say that. 2-1 Egypt, 2-1 Egypt, 3-1 Egypt. 1-0 Egypt. Mohamed Salah to score the penalty, and Egypt to win 2-0. So everybody's going for Egypt to win. And if they don't win, oh man, they're in trouble. All right, we move to Group E, where we had the final game in match day 1 just played, where Ivory Coast got the win. Wasn't a great performance, but they got the win. Max Gradel, fantastic story. I don't know if you heard this, Doug Gradel. I think his dad passed away, unfortunately, like 8 days ago. And when he scored the goal, I just burst of tears. It was awesome to see from Gradel, who, is a former Bournemouth fan. He was terrible at Bournemouth, but still playing football at 34 years old. And just a fantastic story that he got to score the goal. And salute his dad, who unfortunately passed away a couple of days ago. Then we had Algeria, who finally did not score a goal. This is a crazy stat. Algeria failed to score, I think, in their first time in 34 games. And it was against Sierra Leone, who are 100 and I think 20th in the world, 105th in the world. The goalkeeper, Kamara, he looked like Neuer. He played like Neuer in that game. It was ridiculous to watch. It was absolutely ridiculous. And Equatorial Guinea...
Him and Stephen Cocker. I have to give a big shout. I thought Stephen Cocker was my man of the match. I thought he was excellent. So many times that Algeria went through. I think he cleared one off the line as well. I thought Kamara at times, I think he was very, very rash in his decision making, but he had a very, very good game as well. But you have to say that Algeria were very, very sloppy in attack as well. And obviously Sierra Leone had a goal ruled out for offside, and sadly it was offside. But that complacency, Jesus, I can't get my words out tonight. Complacency from Algeria cost them. I think it cost them. So big shout out to Sierra Leone for sure.
So now they're going to take on another mighty force in Africa, in Ivory Coast. If Sierra Leone can get a point here, they are in a really good spot to get the top 3 spots and assure them of themselves of getting to the round of 16, which would be an amazing achievement. Can they get a draw? Can they pull off a huge upset? I think this would be a huge upset. It was a huge upset getting a draw against Algeria. If they get a draw again, unbelievable. So what do you think the scoreline is going to be here?
I think it will be a very, very tight game, but I just think this class of Ivory Coast will come through. I'm gonna go 2-0 to Ivory Coast. I think they will probably score. Don't be surprised if Zaha starts. I know he didn't. I think he was on the bench for this game because I think
he was.
Did he have like COVID before traveling to the games?
I'm not too sure. Because he started with Gradel and Cornet at the wings.
Oh, okay. So I think Zaha will start this game, and I'm going to give him to score, and I think Haller might score one as well. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Ivory Coast.
I would love to say Sierra Leone would win this game. One of my best friends is from there. I mean, it would be awesome to say it, but I can't see that performance again from Kamara. That was just a once-in-a-lifetime performance from him. And did you see when he got the man of the match? He was crying. It was awesome to see.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see. I mean, the guy, hopefully he gets a contract somewhere here in Europe because he fully deserves it after that Neuer-esque performance. But I think Ivory Coast are going to win this game. I think it's going to be 2-0. If Sierra Leone win this game, oh my God, I don't know anything. I'll stop doing predictions, guys, if Sierra Leone wins this because AFCON is just so unpredictable then. But it should be an Ivory Coast win. I'm going to go 2-0 for the Elephants of Ivory Coast. So 1-0 for the Ivory Coast, 2-0, 2-0, 3-1 for both games. 2-1 Ivory Coast. Let's hope Sierra Leone score a goal. That's what I want to see. 3-0 Algeria, and then 2-1 Ivory Coast. And yes, Zaha did have COVID before traveling. Okay, thank you very much, Ilyas. See, Ilyas is like our man on the how do you say it? What's the saying in English? Man on the ground. That's it. Man on the ground in Cameroon. He's got all the information. And 2-1 Ivory Coast. All right, the next game we have where Algeria, the defending champions, got to win this game. It's just simple as because if they draw this game and Ivory Coast win, Ivory Coast have won the group already, heading into the final match day where the two will face off against each other. Equatorial Guinea, they weren't, I thought, bad, to be honest. Just attacking-wise, they were just dreadful, I thought. Just absolutely dreadful. It has to be a better performance from Mahrez. I thought Mahrez was okay in the game against Sierra Leone. He had a good chance on his right foot. Brahimi, I don't know. I don't want to see Brahimi starting. The guy just wastes his chances too many times where he could have passed. So do you think Algeria will bounce back after the 0-0 draw?
Yeah, I do, and I'm not going to take any credit for this, but I did actually say that Ivory Coast would top this group. For some reason, I just had a feeling. I just had a feeling that Ivory Coast were going to top this group, but Algeria should win. They should. They should. They need to improve. As I said, their complacency. Woohoo, got my teeth in there. Complacency was what cost them, and I think they'll be able to take more chances against Equatorial Guinea. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Algeria. I think it'll be a much needed win.
I think so too. I think this is where Algeria get their big win. I think it's gonna be 3-0. I think they're gonna bounce back in a huge statement. They have to. They have to show that they are still the dominant team in Africa, and I think it's gonna be a big win for them 3-0. But do you think when you were watching the game against Sierra Leone that Algeria were a little bit vulnerable in the defensive areas? They were kind of weak there, don't you think?
I thought so. Who's this? Mandy. Is it
Andy,
Mandy?
yes. Yes.
The centre back, we were linked with him. Apparently, Liverpool were actually linked with him when we were going through that really bad defensive spell where we had all those defenders out. We were actually linked with him. I'm quite glad we did, because I thought Sierra Leone actually caused him a lot of problems. I thought the right back as well for Algeria, I thought he was getting rinsed as well. So I do think Algeria are a little bit defensively suspect. Look, they've got a very good midfield and a good attack. I do not want to see Islam Slimani starting though. I do not think he is good enough to start.
Yeah, they need to start Baghdad Bounedjah, who I think is a very good striker instead of Slimani for sure. So let's see what everybody's going. Seemed like the Heat got to Algerians in their first game, 2-0 Algeria. Yeah, I mean, I heard that, but it was hot. I think it's like 33 Celsius or something like that there. My God, I would boil. I mean, it's -5 here in Finland. I would absolutely boil in Cameroon if I was there at the moment. 2-0 Algeria, 3-0 Algeria, 3-2 win Algeria. Okay, Hans, I like the goals, and 2-0 Algeria. All right. And we go to the final group where the debutants got their first ever goal and their first ever victory in the AFCON. Congrats to Gambia, and a great, an absolutely stunning goal by Jolo. They're on top of the group, alphabetical order, of course, guys. Mali are second after the controversial ending to the game. Not a controversial win, but a controversial ending. Mauritania are third, and Tunisia are third. But, it's still early days. But let's go to the first game. We have the debutants taking on Mali. So, interesting game, because Gambia are no joke, to be honest. They are actually no joke. They're a very good side. Their manager looks like he's a science professor. It's just, he looks like a mad scientist. I love it. He just looks like a mad scientist. He's got his players playing a certain way. It's very awesome to see. Mali, I think I'm still going with Mali winning this AFCON. I think they're gonna come back. They're gonna go with a better performance than what they had in the second half against Tunisia. So can the debutants pull off an upset?
No, I think Mali will win this. I think Mali are going to win the group, and I think they will win. I think they'll win pretty comfortably, but I can see Gambia scoring. I think the thing with Mali is they look very, very good in the first half. Second half, kind of sat back a little bit. But if they attack Gambia, I think there's mistakes there, and I think there will be goals in this game. I'm going to go 3-1 to Mali.
Ooh, okay. I think there's going to be goals in this game too. I think Mali's defense didn't look the greatest either. Gambia's defense was pretty strong against Mauritania, but Mauritania just don't have any attacking prowess whatsoever. I think Mali, they're going to win this game. I think it's going to be high scoring. There's been a lot of 1-0s. I think it's going to be 4-2. I think it's going to be one of those high-scoring games. I think it's going to be a 4-2 game because I think Gambia are going to go for it because they want to prove that they're no joke. But Mali, I think, are just too strong. So Mali to win 2-0, Mali 1-0, Mali 3-1. Gambia might be the dark horse in this tournament. 2-1 Gambia. Ooh, okay, I like it. So Gambia are going to be like Madagascar in 2019 where Madagascar made it all the way to the quarterfinal. And Mali to win 2-1, 1-1 draw between Gambia and Mali. And then the final game of match day 2. It is Tunisia taking on Mauritania. I mean, Tunisia, they weren't great, to be honest. They had a penalty save. Wabi Kaziri obviously had his penalty save. Mauritania, I wasn't impressed with them. I have not been impressed with them whatsoever during World Cup qualifiers. I think they've been kind of shaky. So I think it should be a Tunisia win. What do you think the scoreline will be?
If I'm being honest, when the final final whistle went in that game, the Tunisia manager was miffed, really, really angry. So I think I think because Mauritania are facing a really angry, wounded animal in Tunisia, I think Tunisia will be really, really pissed off, and I think they're going to score a heck of goals against Mauritania. I think this could be 3-0.
Did you see the ending? Okay, you didn't watch the game, but they literally had to have police officers surround the referee. That's how pissed off Tunisia
Oh
was. And I would
gosh.
do the same. Oh my God. I would have, if I was a player, oh my God, I would have been so pissed. Oh, and if I was the coach, oh, you would have seen some hands thrown. I'm not even lying, because that is just criminal what happened there between the Tunisia Mali game. But I think Tunisia will bounce back. Like you said, it's a wounded animal. What do? You don't hurt a wounded animal, and they will come back to bite you. 2-0 Tunisia. I think it's going to be a comfortable win for them. I don't think they're going to go far in this tournament, because losing that first game against Mali is going to really hurt them in their progression in the round of 16. But I think they bounce back with a win. So Tunisia 1-0. Tie. Okay, a draw. I like it. All right, all right. 3-1 to Tunisia, 3-0 to Tunisia, 3-0 to Tunisia. They always bounce back. They always do. I don't know what it is with Tunisia. They're a very underrated side, but they always bounce back. 2-0. Hello, Nadak. How are you doing? Doing very well. And Tunisia to win 3-0. Tunisia is so mad, and they will take their anger on Mauritania and win 3-0. 100%. 100%. Before we head out, guys, if you have any final questions for us before we head out, as it's getting late here in Finland, here is the ranking of the third place teams. As you guys know, the 4 best third place teams will advance to the round of 16. So Sudan, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, and the debutants Comoros would all advance at the moment. But we still have 2 more match days to go. So anything's possible. I would love to see Sierra Leone and Comoros make it to the round of 16. I think that would be awesome. Will they make it to the quarterfinals? Who knows? It's a one game playoff, and anything's possible when it comes to tournament football. And 2-0 Tunisia. Tunisia won 3-4 to their games against Mauritania. Oh yeah, they did play against each other in the World Cup qualifiers, actually. Yeah, good point. Good point indeed. Yeah, guys, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask before we head out. Which team has impressed you the most until now, Doug?
Nigeria.
Easily. They've been
simple. I mean, as I said earlier, if they had their shooting boots on, I would say that they could have easily won 3-4-0 yesterday. I was very impressed with them. And apparently Joe Rebo is the one that's taking the limelight as well. Apparently Southampton are being linked with him as well. So I don't think he'll be at Rangers for much longer. If he has a good tournament, I don't see him being at Rangers for much longer. Sierra Leone thought they were excellent against Algeria. So yeah, but my impressive team so far is definitely Nigeria.
I 100% agree with that. 100%. I don't think any other team has been impressive, to be honest. Nobody else. Maybe Mali for one half, but that's about it. So it has to be the Super Eagles. And if they can just keep going and playing like this, they might be going for their, I think it's 4th AFCON. I think it's their 4th. No, third AFCON, I think it is. Third AFCON that they win. Yeah, Nigeria, everything ends in 1-0 or 0. I know, man. I have never seen this. Have you ever seen this in international tournament?
No, never.
I've never seen this. If Nigeria play Mali, what would the score be with both teams in full power? Oof. I would probably need to see more. I need to see at least one more game from each team.
I agree.
I have to see one more game, because it's difficult to say at this moment when, it's been one game. But we need to see more and see how they progress, because it's difficult to say after one match, oh, you know what, they'll look fantastic. They're going to beat this team by this scoreline. It's difficult to say in international football, because, they haven't had a lot of time to prepare with each other. I mean, especially Nigeria, they've been in a lot of turmoil before the tournament, and then pull off that sort of performance. It's pretty impressive to see. Mali wasn't impressive today. I agree. I'll give you one question, Doug. Who has been the most impressive player so far?
I'm going to go with Boubacar. I think he was impressive against Burkina Faso. I was very, very impressed with him. I have to give a big shout, excuse me, to Kelechi Iheanacho. I thought he was excellent yesterday. You could probably pick about 6 or 7 Nigeria players that were very, very good. Aina at right back, Chustakong, I can't believe that. I mean, Okoye didn't really have a save to make. So, he could have had a pipe, slippers and dressing gown on for that kind of game. I would say anyone from Nigeria, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've been the only impressive team so far, so that makes perfect sense. For me, it has to be Mohamed Kamara, the Sierra Leone goalkeeper. I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
no, yeah.
I mean, how many times did he come off his line and clear it like he was Neuer? Maybe 4 times. Some of them he didn't have to do because he was way off his line, way off his line. So I think he's been the most impressive so far in this tournament. Obviously, I could talk about all the Nigerian players, but it has to be Mohamed Kamara, the goalkeeper for Sierra Leone. And Nigeria is going for their 4th AFCON. All right, thank you for clarifying me. Yes, Abubakar did have 2 penalties, but he was actually impressive, I thought. Mike, when is the next watch along? Don't know yet. Got to find a day. There's also, I mean, there's big matchups in club football this weekend. Honestly, there's Chelsea versus Man City and the North London Derby and other games. Oh my God, there's just too much football at the moment. Way too much football. But I think we're gonna head out. It's already 11:45 for me at night, and I gotta wake up in 7 hours to go to work. Damn it. God damn it. All right. Doug, thank you for coming on again. We're gonna do this again for match day 3, are we?
Absolutely, yes. I'm all yours. I'm looking forward to match day 3, and match day 3 is a very crucial match day. So looking forward to seeing match day 2, and we'll see how that unfolds.
Exactly. And where can they find you? Twitter, YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube is the Dog Out Football channel. I'm obviously doing Cameroon against Ethiopia tomorrow. I'll be live about 3:40 UK time. So I think that's 5:40 Finland time. Was that right?
Yeah, 5:40. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll be live by then. My Twitter handle is enroad_1992. I'm on Instagram at Douglas Stallhorn, and you can find me on Facebook at Douglas James Horn.
Very nice, guys. All right, guys. Pierre, good night. Good night to you guys as well. And yes, I choose the Sierra Leone goalkeeper. All right, guys. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world, and just please, some goals. I want to talk about more than 1 goal per game. That would be nice. That would be really nice. And maybe not some referees doing some dodgy stuff. Let's just say that. All right, guys. Have a beautiful day and stay safe. Adios.